Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. I hope you had a great weekend. We got 14 listings today, and it's being sent out early. Why wouldn't we? My editor extraordinaire, Sharon, is away, so this is my edit. So if my face ends up in the corner or something weird, I don't do it every day. Let's do this. Now this one on Steeles is interesting. It's right by Peru Road, and it's a 2-bedroom townhouse, and they're old townhouses too. They kind of look out of place with the rest of the surroundings. It's 148 foot deep, but it backs onto train tracks. $389 is the price, and as far as I know, it is freehold. Now, it's municipal water, but it says tank for the sewer, so I don't know if that's I don't think it's connected to sewer. I think there's some kind of septic involved, but it's weird when you've got shared properties. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. It's something you'd want to inquire about. This age of home, you get the exposed brick walls because that is the structure. It's not a wood frame construction. These homes are built on brick as the support. Now, I believe this home years ago was in pretty rough shape. They've come in, done a lot of work to it. The lot is only about 18 feet wide, so you figure that goes from here to about here, or it may be from there until the edge of this truck. So you've got a garage that doesn't even look as tall as the truck, and then you've got some storage loft space up top. So it's an interesting one. That's what it looks like from the street. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this one. There's nothing else like it anywhere in Milton, and I think if you look at what you can get for under $400, it's predominantly stuff with condo fees, and I would just have a few questions about the, about the septic. For the same kind of price, you're paying condo fees, but you're getting a 3-bedroom. You're also getting something with a usable basement, whereas this one is just crawl space, which is pretty standard for something built before World War II. You're not really going to find a full-height basement. Now, I think they priced this one on Hampshire Way pretty well. It's a small home, so you look at 3-bedroom, 3-washroom, but then if you look at where they are, what this stands for is 1 4-piece on the second level. So you've got a 4-piece, which is a sink and toilet, which is the 2-piece, plus a shower, plus a bath. And it refers to the number of fixtures. So if you have a separate shower and separate bath, a lot of people think that's a 4-piece, but they can also be combined in a combined shower tub. It's still a 4-piece because it's the number of fixtures. Then you have a 3-piece, which is just a shower, and then the 2-piece on the main level. So 1 bathroom per floor, and what we call 2 full bathrooms is anything with a shower or a tub or both. So it's a bit of a small. This room you kind of have to walk through, so there's this space here where it's like, how do you really set up your furniture? It's not big enough for a living and dining room, but it also creates some interesting layout choices if it's just a family room. There's the basement there. Everything appears to be in order. You got a 100-foot deep lot. And I would say they priced it pretty well. It's probably in line with size-wise, something like a Mattamy, Amesbury, or a Brennan model, maybe 1,100-1,200 square feet. With the finished basement, looks good to me. One of the things I always check with homes in this neighborhood in Clarke is they're getting to the 12, 13 to 14 year mark. So you're starting to see furnace, air conditioning, and roofs especially that need replacing. So one of the very first things I do is I look at the description and I see if the agent put down if there's a new roof or not, or if there's a new furnace or air conditioner. If they haven't, there's a good chance that it's going to need some work. The other common issue is you find a lot of these posts and balconies, they're made of wood, and if they're not cared for, you can get dry rot, get a lot of problems with them. So that's some of the things, just age related. You find all kinds of things. Dorset Park is aluminum wiring. You find downtown some of the things we talked about on Steeles. In terms of basements, they do leak. That's just the way they're built. So each generation of home kind of has its things. Even the new homes are so energy efficient that sometimes if you get water behind the walls, if it leaks through a tub, it's an awful mess and it creates a lot of mold because the homes are so airtight. And as long as you know what you're getting into, then it's usually not a big deal. I love the fact that this faces Trudeau Park, and yeah, they've done some work in this shower. I bet it was because of water problems and they had to replace this shower. We're starting to see more of that stuff. I've seen some of those showers completely disintegrate after 2 years of use. Part of it's the way the builders build them. The other part is, again, the homes are more energy efficient, so you can really run into hard times. The third problem with this generation that probably switched about 2008 is they were using regular drywall behind those tiles, whereas now they're using a waterproof type of drywall product. Now, a townhouse is listed for more than a detached home that we just saw in Trudeau. So Cavanagh Lane, 1717 square feet, $675. It has a finished basement, so I thought they were clever to say total living space, but I also think that they should separate it out and say this is how much the main floor is, this is how much is in the basement. Very, very well finished here. That's a huge TV, by the way, or maybe it's just the scale. Well decorated, and I mean, the only fault I have for these guys is their bedspreads don't match, but it's beyond that. I mean, it's really set up well. I don't know functionally if it makes sense to have plants above your laundry, but anyway, it's good. And these homes, the Westgate Corner, I think that, yeah, the Westgate Corner, they always sell for really, really good money. They always have. They're one of those townhouses that just seem to, whenever they list, they get a good buyer. So there's a few more down on the list. I'll let you look through those on your own. Just click the green button. And that's today's episode of Milton Daily Homes. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.